Well, day has come. I am headed up with the camper to get camp set up for West River deer opener. Mariah and I are heading out this weekend. Of course, she got called to jury duty, and Austin's also at jury duty. The court should know not to even have court cases in the fall. But part of life, so we're working around it. But to logistically pull it off, I'm taking the camper up today, coming back, then I gotta shuttle my kids across the state, and then coming back, and then taking the side-by-side up and going scouting tomorrow. So it'll all work out, just a lot of windshield time in between now and when we're actually hunting, but that's all right. It's gonna be a fun weekend, looking forward to it. Jeff and his boys are coming out, Aaron and my uncle Gary, Dalton and Derek, and then Mariah and I, and possibly Jeremy and Candace. So it's gonna be fun. A lot of people in camp. We really haven't hunted this place all year. I think Be Cool went up one day, so we're kind of going in blind. We didn't run a lot of trail cameras this year, so kind of looking forward to that. Sometimes trail cameras are your worst nightmare, because if you don't have pictures of something that gets you excited, you don't get as amped up to go hunting. And I kind of am digging this unknown factor, and hopefully there's a couple big ones around. But I'll quit jabbing, and it's gonna be a fun weekend, so stay tuned.
Going down. No freaking way, dude. Get over here, buddy. Holy smokes, dude. Look at him.
I had it in my head that I'm gonna be hunting the whole month. What I've done, 7 days.
Well, just got to camp. Got the old, I don't know what we're calling this one, the new Buckstorm bunkhouse. Dropped. I'm gonna throw the jacks down. I'm not gonna get too crazy and get the rest set up tomorrow when we get up here, but this will be our home away from home for the weekend. So, looking forward to it. Already seen 2 deer just from camp. Some mule deer bedded over here, and a little whitetail buck cruising looking for does in the river bottom. So decent little start to the trip, but get this dropped and we'll be back tomorrow. Well, good evening. I have driven a lot today. I think I've driven close to 500, 600 miles maybe. I left exactly 12 hours ago, went up, set the camper up, came home. We had a massive power outage, like the entire city of Rapid was without power in the Black Hills, and just a giant power outage. So that slowed me down a little, because nowhere was open. Nobody could take my money on the things I needed to buy. So that was nice. Then I drove the boys all the way across part of the state, met my mother-in-law, drove back, loaded up my stuff, hooked up to the side-by-side, and now I'm heading up to camp, and it is 8:53 p.m. I'd say we've done pretty good. A lot of driving, but it was either that or get up at 3 a.m. tomorrow morning, and I thought sleeping a few extra hours would be more beneficial than that. So I made it all settled in. This is our humble abode, the new unimproved Buckstorm bunkhouse. Got a little whitetail adrenaline playing up here. Perfect. But I got the coffee pot ready and I'm going to bed because getting up early to go scouting. But hopefully we can turn up something good this weekend. Looking forward to it. It's gonna be fun having everybody in camp at once, and it's gonna be awesome. So killing is just a bonus. It's about these memories and the hunting camp experience that really makes it fun. So it is gonna be a good time. I'm struggling to find words, so I'm gonna shut up and go to bed. I'll see you in the morning. Just got out here doing a little glassing. There's a few small bucks, a couple does so far. Just gonna kind of keep picking it apart as the lighting gets better and hopefully turn up something a little bigger. I just got to glassing point. There's quite a few mule deer does around, and I just saw a buck working down the draw. Oh, he's chasing a doe right here. Well, pretty decent buck. He's all rutted up. And I heard a cow elk mew over here. I've never seen an elk here. We had pictures of some last year, but I can't quite see them because there's a draw here and this is the boundary fence. So probably just a little group of cows. I kind of doubt there'd be a bull with them, but you never know. But it's kind of fun watching this mule deer buck. He's rutting pretty hard, dogging her around, sniffing her, wrecking some trees. So they're just doing circles. Well, I pulled out of that spot, saw quite a few deer, just that one pretty good 5-point mule deer, and he was probably 300 yards from the boundary fence, so he could end up back on us, but for now I'm gonna keep moving, go slap some batteries in another camera that's dead and do a little more glassing. But a lot of deer, just didn't put eyes on anything real big yet, but we haven't covered hardly anything, so maybe the rest of the day will be productive, and really it doesn't even need to be as long as tomorrow is. Well, I got the camera. It got ripped off the tree, broke the bracket, and it's likely been laying on the ground since last year, so guess we'll see if we can doctor it up later and get it to work. Well, it fired right up and it's searching for signal, so I guess we'll find out if somehow it still works. The antenna's broken, the camera's cracked, and just getting stepped on by cattle. The test button's broken. Oh, it still works, it just doesn't let you push. It's blinking. Oh my gosh. Somehow it's working. Well, it's working fine. I just gotta figure out a way to mount it to a tree now. But we'll toss her in and find a place for her after a while. There's a bunch of cattle in here this year, so I'm not gonna leave it where it was, but we'll find a new home for it. Well, it is opening day, and Mariah's up to bat. We both have tags, but I do not intend on shooting one until she does. That magical opening day feeling. Go see if we can get them done. There's Dalton. He's gonna shoot a giant whitey. He's got a whitey tag. But I'm gonna quit jabbing because I gotta make a pit stop on the way there this morning, so we gotta go. What do you have to tell the people?
That it's foggy out. That's what I have.
You spotted a buck.
Yeah.
He disappeared into the fog wall before I could get a video of him. But he wasn't very big, just a decent frame, small forked mule deer buck. But hopefully this fog will lift, because this is really gonna suck otherwise. But we're gonna get up where I was glassing yesterday when I saw that decent 5x5 mule deer, a bunch of does and small bucks, so hopefully something big will show up this morning. Good luck, darling. I was trying to let the fog lift, but we're gonna go for it. You can see like 200 yards kinda, so we'll get up there and see what we're dealing with.
This was literally my worst nightmare. The spot you need to be able to glass, and that's what we're dealing with. But I just pulled up the satellite radar, and it's kind of just a dense pocket right over us, so in the next, hopefully, hour it should lift. But a little bit of a tough start to opening day. It's a miracle. The fog is dissipating. So now it's game on. Been trying to glass through it, moving around. I just got to a spot where there's a bunch of deer yesterday, so I'm gonna pick it apart and see if I can turn up a shooter. Mom is staying in the side-by-side on this one to stay warm. Switching areas and glassed up some deer way over there across. There's an old buck that's kind of goofy looking. He ain't real big, but he might be a good one to shoot later in the season. But the deer are abundant right now. We've been seeing a bunch of deer. We just need to find the right one. We are walking in. Finally drug her out of the side-by-side, so let's go see if we can kill something. Well, that same buck we saw earlier was down in here with the doe. I don't know if they kind of caught our wind or if they were just leaving, but they took off and he left her and he headed across this flat, and her and another doe are still standing over here, but we're gonna keep creeping along this rim and just keep peeking and glassing a little bit. Wind should be a little better now, so.
Well, no shots fired for us this morning. Dalton's walking up here right now, just picking him up. But Boston shot one, so that's cool. And Gary missed one, unfortunately. So we got some work left to do, but it was a good start.
Well, we finally found a shooter. We had to lose sight of him for a little bit, so we just kind of get lucky and pick the right path. Hopefully before dark, because we're going to run out of time real quick. See if old Deadeye over here can make it happen.
He's like literally perfectly broadside
was ranging through the tree. But they're gonna keep coming, I think, down that ridge.
As we were sitting there waiting for this buck to get closer, I looked up and I saw Derek sneaking in on him. We were hunting the same area and he didn't know we were there. So I got his attention quick and they stopped and they just waited and kind of watched the show. But we kind of had this buck surrounded and we weren't entirely sure who was going to end up shooting him. But I think Mariah had intentions of making that very clear.
He was closer to the perfect shot.
I know. He's all by himself.
Yeah.
447. Which would be doable with my gun, but it's not ideal. We gotta try to figure out a way to get across this thing. How much time do we have left here?
It's 4:30.
Perfect. About half an hour. We'll be fine. If they cut into that draw, we can keep working down this. We might be able to find somewhere to get across. They're working our way. We got about half an hour of legal shooting light left. It's just a little far yet. They're at 450 yards, so we have this stupid creek right in between us and them, and it's deep. Otherwise we could get 100 yards closer and just shoot them right now, but I think they're gonna keep working their way down here, so we should still be in good shape.
Oh, this tree's in the way.
It's alright. We're not gonna shoot them up there anyhow. There's kind of a false hill.
Well, if they walk their way
So
this way.
they're 100 yards past that hill. It looks like they're right on it. Because I ranged them at 450 and that hill is 350. So if they come over that little hump right there, we're in really good shape. If they go to the right, we'll move.
They moved over the hill, so we finally found a place to cross the creek, got up there and got set up. And as they came through a valley, Mariah got ready to take a shot.
He's in the middle.
Unfortunately, the first shot missed, and we made a quick move. We took off running, got up, and they came filing out about 200 yards away, and Mariah made an insane shot as he was running before he crested the hill. And I was blown away. I wasn't really expecting her to shoot, and she smoked him. And then we ran up because I knew we were getting close to legal shooting. I checked my phone. We had 1 minute to spare as we finished him off, and the celebration was on. The shit show had ended.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That a girl. It's a great buck.
Heck yeah.
What do you think? This is a hell of a shot. You redeemed yourself. To get Mariah's buck, ran out of camera light right before she shot it. Ran up there, and with 1 minute to spare, put an extra finish off bullet. Legal shooting today was 451. Pulled the trigger at 450, so bringing it down to the wire, but cameras run out of light much sooner than optics. But it's their biggest mule deer ever, so pretty sweet. We'll get our hands on him, and we got to cut him up, and we got a short little pack out here off of the public land back to the corner of the private that we have access to. So nice work, deer.
Cheers.
Cheers. She's got a kill beer in hand. And a girl.